You guys remember the good old days? If you're anything like me, you probably spent a decent chunk of your time these days grinding away on League of Legends. But every hour stood and thought, man, things used to look way different. I'm talking about back when League first hit the scene, way back on October 27th, 2009. Yeah, that's right, we're going way back. The game was, well, let's just say it was unique. Back then, the graphics were chunky, the animations a bit stiff, and the splash arts, let's just say they had their own charm. I mean, look at Sion, or Aatrox, or Galio. They feel like completely different champions now, don't they? It's like they've been through a multiverse hopping adventure and somehow ended up entirely new entities. We've seen the game grow and morph so much over the years, but these are changes all for better. Sometimes you gotta wonder if that old janky charm was part of what made this game so special. I kinda miss it, honestly. First up, we had classic Summoner's Rift, where like today we duked it out 5 vs 5. But that was just one piece of the pie. Then there was Twisted Train Line. If you joined League in 2020 or after, you probably haven't seen this. This was a 3 vs 3 map with 2 lanes and a jungle. It was much tighter, more chaotic, and super fun in a different way. They actually reworked it on 17th October 2012, which honestly kind of killed the vibe for most of us. It wasn't the same after that. It eventually got shut down on November 19, 2019. And now, let's talk about Dominion, the Crystal Scar. Basically, imagine a circular map with 5 capture points. Instead of laning, this was a full-on brawl for control. You had to capture and hold, damage their base until it broke. And it was done. It was fast, intense, and a lot of fun. It was a completely different flavor of League that had so much potential. Now, finally, Iran. Iran was actually pretty similar to what we have now, but it was definitely special back then. This was basically a single lane brawl with random champs on Howling Abyss. It's the Aram we know and love. Back then, it had this weird, almost glitchy charm to it. It didn't look as polished as it does now, but that added to the fun. The vibe was just a bit different, you know? The thing is, back then, League wasn't perfect. It had bugs, it had balance issues, it was all over the place. But that was the part of charm. It felt like the Wild West of online games, and I just miss that so much. Okay, so I am not the only one feeling this nostalgia, right? There's a huge community out there who would give anything to play old League of Legends again. We are talking about the OG patches with all the quirks and the champions that we remember. Is there a chance that Riot might respond to this call? Let's be real for a second. I know it's a big ask, running old servers, maintaining the code, it's a whole thing. But there has to be a middle ground, right? I mean, would it be awesome if Riot just gave us an offline version with bots only so we can just experience the nostalgia of the game again? Just throw it together somewhere and let us play it in peace. But so far we got nothing or almost nothing. There was this amazing fan project a few years back called Chrono Shift. The clip in this video is from the Chrono Shift. The Chrono Shift team, they literally managed to bring back an old version of League. It was fantastic, it was buggy of course, but it was a dream come true for many of us. Sadly, it was quickly shut down by Riot. I'm not even mad at Riot honestly, they're just protecting their IP, but man, it was a great while it lasted. It was amazing to see how many players were still hungry for that older experience. It proved there's a real audience for this, but it leaves us wondering if we will ever get a chance to play it again. We feel like we are screaming into the void, hoping some dev at Riot is listening. Now, there's this game in development called Syndicate of Souls. It's not just riffing an old league aesthetic, it's practically a love letter to it. The art style, the gameplay, it's all reminiscent of the old League of Legends. I will leave a link of their channel in description. And it's not the only game like this popping up, it's been in development for a while. And if it gets its release correct, then this game can be huge. We are talking about massive potential here. Now, here's a big question. If Syndicate of Souls or any other game that brings that old school league vibe manages to actually become successful, could this put Riot at risk? Will they see their old players jump ship? I mean, it's a real possibility. We older players are a huge part of Riot's player base after all. We grew up with the game, we have ton of experience, we love this game, and if something that gives us the old vibes come along, it could really shake things up. We might see a mass exodus to a game that better scratches that nostalgic itch. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted. A lot of people don't like the current direction of the game, and a game like this could actually be a strong competitor. So, where does all this leaves us? Will we ever see that official League of Legends Classic release? Is it a pipe dream, or is there a chance that Riot might actually hear the community clamor and respond to this? And on the other side of the coin, could Riot lose a significant chunk of its old player base if a game like Syndicate of Souls manages to really capture that classic magic? Honestly, I don't know the answer, but I'm super curious about what everyone thinks. I'd love to hear your opinions and thoughts below. Let me know, what do you guys think in the comments? Would you play a League of Legends Classic version? And in the very end, I want to say my commentary is not perfect at all. There are some mistakes, and English is not my first language. I just wanted to talk about the old League of Legends since I was missing it so much. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.